That's how you communicate with the universe and tell it what to bring you. It doesn't speak languages, it responds to vibrations via your thoughts and emotions. Hello to one and all. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Alyssa, and this channel is called The Self Pursuit, where I discuss the law of attraction, building self-empowerment, and conquering limiting self-beliefs. So if you have not subscribed yet, please go ahead and do so now, and be sure to hit the bell icon so that YouTube notifies you when I post new videos. Oh, and of course, don't forget to hit that like button if you feel so inclined. So today is episode 2 of my 12-part lesson on the divine laws of the universe, and the subject of the day is the law of vibration. The law of vibration is one of my favorite universal laws to talk about, mainly because of its importance. When I got started with all of this and learned about the law of attraction, I got excited about that topic alone without truly understanding how vibrations work. And that was a big missing puzzle piece, as you may know. I figured that affirmations, scripting, etc. would be enough to shift my reality into something that I was happy with, but I was wrong. As it turns out, we are constantly communicating with the universe, whether we know it, like it, or not. And we're doing this with how we feel, or in other words, the frequency at which we're vibrating. Well, most of the time we have no clue what we're saying to the universe because we're mostly unaware of our inner thoughts and emotions. We think that we're asking the universe for what we want, like love, wealth, and happiness, but why aren't we all getting these things? Let me explain. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the book and movie The Secret. It was a nice way to ease people into Law of Attraction 101, I guess, but it left out so much of the science behind reality creation. It told us that we simply think our goals or desires into reality, and that sounds amazing, and it got a lot of people excited, but it's also why there are a lot of blogs and channels out there dedicated to debunking the law of attraction. And it can't be debunked, but you have to admit the mention of turning thoughts into things makes for kind of a fun argument. Vibrations are the bait for what we're attracting. As I've said, everything is energy, including you and me, and all things energy move in little waves or bounces, aka vibrations. Even when you're sitting completely still, you're constantly vibrating. It's what makes you a physical being. And we all vibrate at different rates, but the dominant frequency that we're giving off is what's attracting things of similar frequencies. That should explain why when you're having a bad day, everything and everyone seems to be ganging up on you. You experience this ripple effect of negative experiences throughout that day because you're vibrating at very low or negative frequencies, attracting things of those frequencies. You wake up late for work, so in a panic, you miserably rush around to get ready. Then of course there's more traffic than usual that day. But you get to work, it's busier than usual, you're still barely waking up, your boss is bitching at you for being late, you haven't had your coffee, and now your head hurts, and you just know today will be miserable. And so it is. And then you get home and complain to your spouse and roommate about it, letting that misery and those low vibes sit thick in the air. You're attracting what you're vibrationally aligned with. That's how you communicate with the universe and tell it what to bring you. It doesn't speak languages. It responds to vibrations via your thoughts and emotions. What did I mean before by your dominant frequency? Because your vibes do change based on your current experience, but your dominant vibration or vibrations are how you're feeling most of the time. Become aware of your conscious thoughts throughout the day and write them down. Are you thinking about how great life is or about how much it sucks? Get a clear perception of your reality. Now, you may be thinking right now that you're a positive, happy person, but remember, your conscious mind covers only 5% of your thoughts. So if you're not happy with something in your life, it's time to check your dominant vibrations because you may be running on old subconscious programming that you're not aware of. Your habitual thoughts and emotions have transferred into subconscious beliefs, which govern 95% of your life. And like I said, sub means below, so these thoughts are below your own consciousness. And these are unknown vibrations that you're giving off. Out of 60 to 65,000 thoughts in a day, you are unaware of 95% of them. And they store a lot of negative thoughts and emotions from the past that you carry around with you like old luggage. The thoughts of not being smart because you struggled in school, or that you're not good looking enough to attract love, or whatever false story or narrative you've been living by. You've created these mental paradigms for yourself that you might not even know about. A paradigm is a pattern, and a lot of your subconscious paradigms keep you attracting unwanted things into your reality. These patterns are beliefs that you've picked up from infancy through now. Look around you right now. Are you happy with everything in your reality? If not, it's time to check in with your vibrations and see what energies you're giving off and allowing back in, because energy attracts what? Like energy. So once you become aware of these patterns, it's time to start ignoring those subconscious whispers of not being good enough or whatever it's telling you, and make the necessary adjustments to how you feel. Align with the things that you want by training yourself to feel good about them. We were meant to utilize our emotions as our internal compass or GPS. If you're not happy with something, your compass is telling you to move due north, or your GPS is telling you to make a U-turn because this place sucks. But we don't listen. We just roll with the punches, continuing to complain about the journey. We know that thoughts are also energy, right? Bob Proctor says that thought waves are the most potent energy there is. And if you don't know who Bob Proctor is, I'll go ahead and link his channel and website down in the description box below. But you've probably heard the term, you are what you eat, but really, you are what you think about. Everything in your reality, you've manifested based on your dominant emotions and subconscious beliefs. So when you manifest, which is all the time, you don't always get what you want, but you do get what you are. For example, one of my issues was that I thought that there was scarcity all around. Not enough wealth, success, time, romance. So I looked at life through scarcity lenses. And my life embodied scarcity. I felt like I was always losing time, money, and the energy to start a relationship, and I got what I was. So if you want love, think of yourself as love, because realistically you are. In my last lesson, I covered the law of divine oneness, which states that we are all directly connected to one another, since we all came from the divine universal source of all things. Well, that includes love and abundance and freedom. We are connected to all of these things. They're inside of us. So if there's something that you want, think of it as already being yours, because it is you. You are wealth, you are love, you are success. You're a direct extension of these things because we all derive from source energy. We have an amazing ability that we can't always see, and that's to put in front of us what we focus on. We're just focusing on the wrong things. We're focusing on the lack of what we want. You'd think this would be taught in school, but obviously it's not. So as adults, we have trouble figuring out who we are and what we want. So we get confused and lost, and here we are. And then we all dwell and focus our attention on the bad, and this universe is constantly expanding along with those powerful thought waves. So it will keep sending you what you put out. So if you think you're a super nice, attractive, smart, funny person, but you're still not attracting the love of your life, it's not because you're not those amazing things, but you may not believe them subconsciously. You may have had a negative whisper of not feeling worthy or good enough for a relationship stuck in your subconscious all your life, and you never dealt with it because you didn't know about it. Same with wealth and success. How do you feel about having a lot of money? You love money, right? It buys you the things that you want and need, so you welcome an abundance of it. But if you constantly find yourself struggling with it, then it's time to check your vibration about it. This is Dr. David Hawkins' scale of consciousness. This helps us determine what frequency we're vibrating at by combining common emotions associated with them. So on the lower end of the scale, we've got some negativity going on. We've got shame, grief, guilt, apathy, fear, anger. You get the idea. So when you sit and think about getting what you want, deep down, what end of this scale are you really aligned with? If you fear having money or being with someone that you love, you're going to attract things and events that align with that end of the scale. If you associate your desires with these higher frequency emotions like peace, love, joy, things start coming your way a little bit easier. That's why doing inner work to figure yourself out is so important. You have to quiet your mind and dig deep into how you're feeling, because that's the vibration that you've attached to the things that you say that you want. So are you thinking about what you want and emitting joy about it, or are you dwelling on the absence of it? Because with that dwelling comes emotions that we're shooting off like rockets to the universe. And if you need evidence that you get back what you put out, Look at your life and tell me if it's in alignment with how you think it should be. Raise your vibrations by feeling good. It's time to figure yourself out and change your dominant internal frequency to match the things in life that you want. And you'll get there. You've got this. Just start feeling good. Well, that concludes lesson 2 on 12 of the divine laws of the universe. I hope this lesson on the law of vibration made sense, but if it didn't, or if you'd like to add something, please go ahead and leave me a comment down below. And if you found this video useful or interesting, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Please be safe, much love, and I'll see you next time.